demonstration of cultural planning in practice, I have taken a look at the mixed-use redevelopment and precinct planning that has been in effect along South Bank since Expo 88. In many respects, the way in which cultural planning is defined and conceptualized doesn't necessarily relate to the way in which it is being accepted by the community. Over the last 2 decades, there has been an increased pressure on local authorities to get involved in cultural planning as community groups and businesses begin to understand the economic and livability benefits of investing in creating culture and cultural plans. As quoted above, this is a manifestation of placemaking and place marketing into everyday life, guided by traditional principles of cultural planning. Literature links this change in principle of cultural planning to the late 90s, with South Bank being a perfect example of mixed-use precinct that has continued to develop with these new principles of cultural planning in mind. South Bank has always been one of the busiest places in Brisbane, bringing an ever-changing and ethnically diverse population to the area. By the mid-1800s, South Bank was Brisbane's hub of culture and trading activity. During World Expo 88, South Bank experienced a dramatic change in identity, with state and local governments introducing placemaking and marketing initiatives, where local culture played a significant role in the redevelopment of this precinct. The redevelopment of this precinct during this time really put Brisbane on the map as a tourist destination and a place that exemplifies a unique river city culture. South Bank, as we know it today, has continued to adapt from this redevelopment for Expo 88, especially the famous public beach and subtropical environment that was created within the heritage of this part of the city. Develop this part of the inner city as a place with a number of cultural resources, a term in which is resources are anything that contributes to the culture of a particular place or the people. This may be something tangible, like a heritage building or an arts precinct, or intangible, like the feeling of a particular place. South Bank have both forms of this, including heritage buildings retained within and around the mixed-use redevelopment precinct, and the QPAC Cultural Arts Precinct, which is a unique public space holding a number of events each year. Brisbane City Council has a clear intention in implementing cultural planning theory that can be linked to the success of mixed-use redevelopment and precinct planning like what we have seen in South Bank. A change in policy direction from cultural to creativity in policy and planning is exemplified in Council's cultural planning document, The Creative Brisbane Creative Economy 2013 to 2012. This is a perfect example of how Brisbane City Council is creating and nurturing their cultural resources in the form of active citizenship, recapturing public spaces, creating cultural precincts, and improving the livability of the city's public realm.